The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Peter approached Jesus and asked him, "Lord, if my brother sins against me, how often must I forgive him? As many as 7 times?" Jesus answered, "I say to you, not 7 times, but 77 times. That is why the kingdom of heaven may be likened to a king who decided to settle accounts with his servants. When he began the accounting, a debtor was brought before him who owed him a huge amount. Since he had no way of paying it back, his master ordered him to be sold, along with his wife, his children, and all his property, in payment of the debt. At that the servant fell down, did him homage, and said, 'Be patient with me, and I will pay you back in full.' Moved with compassion, the master of that servant let him go and forgave him the loan. When that servant had left, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him a much smaller amount. He seized him and started to choke him, demanding, 'Pay back what you owe.' Falling to his knees, his fellow servant begged him, 'Be patient with me, and I will pay you back.' But he refused. Instead, he had the fellow servant put in prison until he paid back the debt. And when his fellow servants saw what had happened, they were deeply disturbed and went to their master and reported the whole affair. His master summoned him and said to him, 'You wicked servant, I forgave you your entire debt because you begged me to. Should you not have had pity on your fellow servant as I had pity on you?' Then in anger his master handed him over to the torturers until he should pay back the whole debt. So will my heavenly Father do to you, unless each of you forgives his brother from his heart." When Jesus finished these words, he left Galilee and went to the district of Judea across the Jordan. The Gospel of the Lord.
Be merciful as your heavenly Father is merciful. It's kind of the message today. To be merciful to others as God has been merciful to us. Jesus uses the example of forgiving our brother. I think that's probably one of the most prevalent examples. I mean, just even blood brother, like those that are so close to us can often be the hardest to love or the hardest to forgive or the easiest to wound. That family dynamic stuff. But anyway, I was thinking another gospel it says, "Lord, if my brother comes to me and asks for forgiveness, how many times should I forgive him?" I think it's easier to imagine ourselves forgiving our brother, whoever it is, when they come and actually ask for our forgiveness. Yeah, I forgive you. But what about the times when they don't ask for our forgiveness? Those are the tough ones, right? They wronged us. They might not even know it. Maybe they do. They don't care. How about then? That's a tough one to forgive. So there's a way of doing that. It's called unilateral forgiveness. It's a big old fancy word, but if you just break it down, lateral means, between us, one. So it's like one-way forgiveness. They don't even know you're forgiving them. You just forgive them, right? That is so necessary, so crucial for us, not necessarily for them. The old saying, forgiveness is setting a prisoner free and finding out that prisoner is me, right? It's freeing ourselves. That's why we need to forgive the other, to free us up. They're binding us. They're going about their day. They don't even think about it, right? It's for ourselves. We need to set them free, to forgive them, to set ourselves free from the burden. Jesus knows human nature. Right? It's good. Forgiveness is good for us, and it's necessary for us to receive grace. What do we say in the Our Father? Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Forgiveness is absolutely essential in the Christian life. absolutely essential for the grace of God to flow through our veins. We've got to do it. We've got to swallow it. We've got to do it. Whatever the situation is, it's setting us free. It's good for us. And it's emulating the mercy that God has shown us. We all need forgiveness. God forgives us in ways we probably don't even know. So let's practice that same mercy that he has shown us. Let's practice it towards our fellow brother, our sister, our friend, whoever it is that needs forgiveness. May we be merciful as God has been merciful to us.